So first of all, I'm going to show a basic exercise that you can do which will lead to this technique. So the basic exercise is simply, if you remember the breathing, though you don't necessarily need it, and then you just drop. And you just drop. There's no sort of putting them down with force, you just go, I'm exaggerating, but that's the basic exercise. This isn't an online Aikido course, but I'll show you a potential use of that now. So against a grab or a punch, straight grab or a straight punch, please. So I'm using no effort, I'm just slapping him down, stepping aside and slapping him down. So, further to some exercises that I showed in the first warm-up video, and once again I rely on you to have A, warmed up a bit, and B, to take responsibility for whether you're medically fit, seek advice. But in the first video, you did hear me. Hold the belt, tea towel, anything that keeps your arms separated, you simply step through. As you go through, keeping the distance down, through. Yeah, like that. So a technique which comes from that is hear me. Hear me. Take down. Your turn. Just have the hands So with two remarkably simple movements, you have a couple of techniques which I wouldn't encourage you to practice, but my intent here is not to just teach you sort of classical exercises which have no direct application, but to show you something that when you arrive at the dojo could actually be of some use to you. So further to that aim, we have another exercise. We stand in equal posture and I step out to the side and I step in like that. So we'll do it together. So going right, out to the side, in. And the weight goes on to the front foot. So to the left, onto the front foot, and in, onto the front foot. And out, and in. So you don't need to stop in the middle anymore. You just do it like this. And you try to slide. It all depends on what surface you're on. You're keeping the same sort of head height. Okay, so don't abandon the other exercises. Add to and use these as well. So this same movement applies going inside. So here I am in quite an unusual stance, quite close. Is that I've also kept his head off the ground. So if this was a concrete and, you know, we don't really want to be giving anybody brain damage, I've held his head off the wall, I've lessened the impact, and now just a simple move, and there we are. I think that may be off the camera, so maybe we'll just do it in again. So just go back a bit. Which hand was that? So I've kept his head off the floor, minimised the impact on him, and now all I've got to do is basically step, and I have him. Now, there are, I won't tell you. Okay, so your turn. So I'm grabbing for him. So the footwork is very basic. Once again, just coming really slowly. Over me, 10 count. So that lesson you've been learning, doing 10 count, you've just changed it a little bit in scope. Doing 10 count. Combined it with So that's it. I reiterate, this is not an Aikido online course, so I'm not recommending that you do this to anybody. All I'm saying is that by practicing this exercise of simply dropping your weight, you will later on facilitate that kind of technique, but first you will learn kata.